What's up guys, it's Matt with BleepinJeep.com. Today I want to show you how to change your motor mounts. I just happened to have everything out of the way on this Jeep that I'm working on. I figured it'd be a good time to make a video on that so you can see everything that's going on. This is a stronger, beefier motor mount. It came off my crawler. I'm not sure who made this particular one, but as you know, the older, the stock kind are very crappy. They disintegrate really fast, so we're going to go ahead and replace this while we're in here. So the first thing that we need to do, I've already loosened this up a little bit, but before we can take that out, there won't be anything supporting the motor once you do that. So you need to find a 2x4, something probably a little longer than this, and we're going to get a jack and find a good place to put this on the bottom of your engine, something sturdy, and you're just going to jack it up just a little bit to get the pressure off of this side of the motor mount. We'll do these one at a time. I'm going to start on this side. Okay, so this is an 18mm on both sides here. Now on an older model Cherokee, you're going to have an oil filter that sits straight up and down right here. So all you need to do in that case is loosen the little nut or the bolt that's on the back side of the oil filter adapter here. Once you do that, you can twist it out of the way. It'll probably start leaking oil, but you can tighten it back up and just leave it there for the time being. And then that'll allow you to get this off and pull that bolt out. Okay, so I just lifted the engine up a little bit to get that bolt out. Now we can go ahead and take out this nut. It's 15mm. Then I'm going to go on the bottom, and there's another one on the opposite side if you come up from the bottom. That's a tight squeeze. Alright, now make sure your motor is stable. You don't want it falling on you. Then we're going to try to get this out of here. This one's not actually that bad. I've never wheeled with it though, but most of the ones out of my crawler, after a few months, they would just split right here and here, and that top chunk of rubber would just fall out of there, or they would split down here at the bottom and it would just be wobbling around in there. But now we're going to put this one in. Goes in the same way. This side with the stud goes on the back, and I think the best, easiest way to put this in here is going to be to put the long bolt in first, and then try to lower it down onto the studs there. If you look, the newer mount is just a little bit higher and taller, so your engine is going to come up, looks like only about a 1/4 inch in this case, but right now my jack is maxed out, so I need to get a longer 2x4 and bring this up before I can actually wiggle that in there. Okay, I've got it on there. As you can see, it's not lining up though. That's going to be the hard part, is trying to get that to line back up. This is where a friend would come in handy. You could use a crowbar or something just to move that motor around a little bit. I think what I can also do is loosen the other side. That'll let me maneuver it around a little bit better and get that to sit down in the right spot. Well, despite my best efforts, I cannot get this to line up. I've even loosened the other side just a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and loosen the other side completely, put this one on, see if I can get them both to line up together. I'm not sure if that'll help or not, but I've even tried taking this one and putting it in this one's place, and it's still the same. It's about a 1/2 inch off. I can use a pry bar and pull it over like this and line it up and drop it down, but then the other side is even further off. So I don't know what the heck's going on here. It's a Jeep thing, I guess, but let me try putting this on the other side, see what happens. There's that crack I was talking about right there. Okay, I've got both of them on now. Let's see if I can get anything to happen. It looks like the motor needs to go over to the left a little bit and forward, which I'm not real sure how to bring it forward, but let's give it a shot here. Okay, well this is turning out to be a pain in the butt, but I've got it as close as I can get it by myself. Now I'm thinking the reason that it's sitting back farther is because the transmission mount must be bad and it's sitting back on that transmission mount. So I've come up with two solutions that I can try. One is to jack up the rear of the motor way back past the transmission, and try and get the weight off of that so it'll come forward a little bit. Or I could put a ratchet strap around the front of the engine and pull it to something. Problem is I don't have anything to pull it to over there. So let's try jacking up the transfer case and see what happens. Whoa! What the heck? I ended up pulling the whole car forward. Let's try that again. I chocked the tires this time. Okay. It's loose. It's free floating. But I can't pull it forward still. I'm going to get a ratchet strap, see what I can do. I got one side on. One bolt on one side anyway. Well, I just missed that on camera, but I put a pry bar in here and tilted it, and it popped down in there on both sides. So I've got this side. Now for the other side. I'm going to put this on here just in case so it doesn't go anywhere in case I decide to lift up on the other side. Come on, get in there, get in there. Oh yeah, that's it. Uh-oh. Stuck. Well, that turned out to be a lot more difficult than it should have been. But that's why they call it BleepinJeep. I don't know what happened there, guys. It just decided to be a pain in the butt. But we got it all worked out in the end with lots of adjusting and problem solving. We finally got it. So now all I need to do is tighten up those bolts and we'll be done. In the comment section below, let me know what kind of trouble you've gotten into that was supposed to be a quick 5-minute project and turned out to be 2 days. I want to hear about it in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.